Guys, here with my boy here, hashtag Team Wiseguys, Claudio Alcivar. He got top 32 this weekend, finished 16th in Swiss, I do believe.
Yes.
And he was playing a deck very similar to mine, but his was a little different. He and I did not agree on a few cards that I cut, and his side deck was different, and he sided a lot more than I did usually. But we'll go and get into it, and he'll talk about his weekend.
Alright guys, this weekend was awesome. I met pretty cool guys. I finally spoke with Peter Catani. I also spoke with Alejandro. I met pretty cool guys while in Swiss as well. Met pretty good players. So I started off good, then I lost against a mirror match. I think he got what, 4th place in regionals. Yeah, he was 4th place. Brady, I think his name was. He was pretty good. He was amazing. He just outplayed me. He drew what he needed to draw, and I didn't. And he just outplayed me and beat me. Then I drew with a Vegeta player. I forgot his name. And I also drew my last match with Peter. He beat me in game 1, and I beat him in game 2. We got into time, and we drew. So then I went into top 32, and I did a crucial mistake in the sudden death thing. I mean, it's pretty new to me, so I was pretty, I guess, baffled by it. And I made a crucial mistake, and that one mistake that I did, I don't think I made a mistake in the whole game, but that one mistake I made it was game. Sudden death, he beat me.
So one mistake can change.
One mistake just completely destroyed me. I know he was a little nervous because he knew I had game, and I had game. I just completely misplayed, made my mistake, and I learned from it. It's awesome. So I'm gonna get into my deck. So I was in my start deck, Goku or Soul Striker. He attacks, untaps 1. There was like 16 or 17 people playing in top 32. I'm pretty comfortable with this deck. I laid it out in a way that makes sense a little bit. So blue, boo, 4 boos, draw a card, perfect, turn 1, or turn whatever, when you actually need a card and this card becomes clutch. This card is like I guess a battle card with support. I mean, you know, you will use it as defensively as you can. You don't want to use it offensively unless you're going for game. So I would say a support battle card, and this is the blue battle cards that I had that I was thinking either discard or Beerus, but you know, I ended up going with this card. Trey and I talked about it, and I think that we would just give it a shot. And I mostly was for energy. I sat it out probably every game. Then we move on to green, the 2-drop Goku, just like a boo, just 2-drop. Perfect, turn 2 play, if you have it, perfect. Also support and clutch as well, just like boo. Gotenks, 3-drop Gotenks. I think it's depending on the match that you're going against. For example, a lot of Soul Strikers were playing Objection, which when I saw that, I was like, great, because this card was a key. You know, turn 3, attack, make them drop those cards that they didn't want to charge, or those cards that they didn't want to, I don't know, waste. That's what I try to do, and then it just became kind of like a crit card. It was perfect. So I'm not playing Objection, as you can see. Turn 4, Gohan, blow up, critical. It's clutch with like 6 or above cards, like Cell or anything. Usually, if I don't see the need of it, you know, I just put it as energy. But it's pretty good. It's really not replaceable unless you can run Beerus as well. Then we go to, I think, one of the best 4 drops, green, Kale. You know, attack. If you have 5 or less, you draw a card. Perfect for turn 4. And for example, turn 1, boo. Turn 2, Goku. Turn 3, maybe another boo or Goku, whatever. By turn 4, if you have one of these, you should be at 4 or 5 cards, depending on how the matchup is gonna go. You attack with Kale. You are 5 cards. You draw 6 cards. Oh, hey baby. That's my daughter. So yeah, you attack with this card. You draw a card. Turn 4. ended up with it. This is the perfect turn though. That's move on to turn 5 Go Tanks. And I think he's probably one of the MVPs of this deck. Turn 5, turn 6, whatever. Turn 6 you can probably summon 2 of these.
He's a 1-drop.
Yeah, you determine 2 of these. You know, on tap 2, attack with him, awakened. On tap 2, it's crazy. It's awesome. I love playing this card. If it gets bloodlusted, it's not a big deal for me. So it's I like it. I really like this card. I enjoy playing this deck. This card, and the combination of this deck, this leader, and this card is awesome. Moving on to, I guess I make this role as support. You know, I play 3 unyieldings. I was playing 4. Trey and I had a discussion. I was actually with Bean, right? I was playing 3 beans and 4 unyieldings, and Trey and I had a discussion. He convinced me to putting a fourth bean and cut 1 on the unyieldings. I wasn't happy about it, but I mean it went pretty well. It came in play when it needed to come in play. So you know, 3 supports of 3 unyieldings. I have obviously the boost attack Piccolos, 4 of them. 4 Jackals, definitely. Jackals are lifesavers. You know, it's perfect for making believe that your opponent has game in their turn, right? Making them tap out, making them put all the 10Ks out, and then all of a sudden you just be like, all right, sorry man, just pull all those 10Ks you have and, you know, make them dead in your hand, and you're dead next turn. So it's better. I think it's a good way, like a psychological way of beating them, because they think they're gonna beat you that game or that turn, I mean, and you just jackal everything. Then we move on to the extra cards. Only extra cards that I play in my deck. I cut down Coercion to 3. I cite the 4th one, but I believe we started at Goku, people barely attack you anyways, right? So, and you don't need this card for like 6 turns unless they're playing ramp and they're really aggressive, but even then you don't need it, right? So I cut it down to 3. I don't think it was necessary, which is perfect. I think it was good. 4 beans, like I explained to you guys. I was playing 3 and just put the 4th one and cut 1 of the unyieldings. And 3 results of training. We were playing, Trey and I were playing 2. Although we saw it consistently, you know, we thought that just 1 more wouldn't hurt. We understand it's a dead card after you already awaken and stuff. So we couldn't get to 4. I think 3, it was the sweet spot. I think it was perfect. That was my main deck. My side deck is 3 5-drop 17s. This is especially, just exclusively actually, for hand destruction. I was afraid of hand destruction. With this deck, it's pretty good against this deck. So if they, you know, put me to 1 card or 0 cards, whatever, and I top deck this and 5-drop, it's perfect. You know, it's attacks, draw 4 cards. Thankfully, I didn't have to play hand destruction, so this was not played in this original. My 3, you know, combo pop a card, especially for these cards, like the playing combo, I cite them, I think, in 2 games, because I saw that he was playing all 4 of them and it was giving him advantage. So I just played this, cited them, and came in handy actually. Then next, I played 2 Princess Speed. Well, I cited 2 Princess Speeds, and when I took these out, I probably swapped them for these, depending on the matchup, because there's some matchups that people deck out, and this becomes scary to play it. Like some people play 4 Princess of Speed, and they deck out. You know, they had no choice, because I run the game late because I see that they're playing too much draw. You know, it depends on the matchup. Then comes these 3 4-drops, Raging Attacker Vegeta. I cited these guys in for probably the mirror match, just to surprise this girl, or more popping power. So I put these 3, and I had the Gohans and the Kales, and I took out different stuff depending on the matchup again. They're pretty good. I think they're really good defensively or offensively, doesn't matter. They're double strikers, 20,000. There's my 4th, just in case, which I did cite it, you know, versus very, very aggro decks, or Vegetas. My 4th, just in case I actually need to untap more than I already untap. And these 2 blockers, just in case, you know, I need a rogue deck that, you know, like Ginyu or something. They have a lot of cards, or like any Vegeta deck that doesn't has the answer for this for turn 3. And that was it. It was awesome. It was awesome. I spoke to Peter Catani a lot after the tournament. I saw his finals with. Unfortunately, it wasn't recorded. It wasn't streamed. But that match was very intense. It was very, very intense. Everybody was surrounding them, and they both played their best. And just Peter had that negate. He had one of these. He had one of these, and because he had one of these, Marcel couldn't, go for a game. But it was awesome. It was awesome playing and being with Trey and top, and the event. I think everybody should come out and keep on playing. I'm proud of Dusty. He made 32. It was cool. He did great, especially with Soul Striker as well. Proud of him. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Shout out to the Wiseguys, and see you around.
Thanks for the video, Claudio.
Yeah.